All right. Welcome everybody to Sunday night's associate training. I'm super excited about tonight. Isn't that funny how you figure out how much you say super when you become a part of the Super Patch company? I'm so glad that Jay, we tell him this, didn't call it the Good Patch Company. It wouldn't be nearly as exciting. This is the good training. No, it's the super training. Oh, these are the good patches. No, they're the super patches. That's a good company. No, this is the super company. And you catch yourself saying it a lot more often for sure. It elevates the mood just knowing that you're a part of something super. So, you guys, we're about to get started. Grab your pen and paper. I've been looking at a lot of the feedback in the chat during the pause there. And I want to thank all of you that participate in the chat. It's important that everybody feel the community, the excitement, the culture of the Super Patch Company. We're united. We are together, forging across the globe with one of the greatest gifts and messages ever to mankind. I know it. I'm watching it every day. So exciting to see people with hopes and dreams alive again. Maybe for them, it started with the technology and it freed them from pain or the ability to focus or gave them better performance when they're playing pickleball or something like that. For others, it didn't start there. Some people, like myself, my husband's a little different than this, but like myself, I saw that this company had done over 60 million its first year in business. And if you go and look up companies that did 60 million plus their very first year, you're going to have a hard time finding them. Even some of the biggest companies you've ever heard of did not hit those numbers. So for me, I could see it. And a lot of other people that are desperate for a financial opportunity, or maybe they're really savvy and successful and they're looking for a residual income to add to their financial portfolio. You hear that, and it's easy to build on the fact that something huge is happening with or without any of us. What is it? To look at the information that backs all of this up and say, I'm in. Sometimes people will say to me, well, I need to research. And I say, no, you don't. It's been done for you. Take 5 minutes to validate whatever you need. And this is what we do next. Do you hear me? Do you guys hear what I'm saying? If you heard me say that to you, you'd know that I'm absolutely sure. I'm confident. I'm convicted. I know where I'm going. I'm having fun. So, what does that do? Creates curiosity, right? Curiosity that allows people to jump on a super zoom and get the all encompassing view of exactly what we have with Super Patch, which tonight, drum roll, is all about the residual income freedom. Listen, who on here is an associate? Raise your hand in the chat. Raise your hand in the chat. I see you guys raising the hand. Please, if you can be on video, be on video. Please, if you can be on video, be on video. I see Kurt's hand going up. Marcus's hand went up. I saw Annie's hand. Many of you raising your hands. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. The more hands up, the more energy you get from me. The more energy you get from me, the more tips you get from me. And Annie goes, yeah, bring it. Listen, you guys, residual income is rare. It's like finding a diamond. It is a stockpile, treasure trove, treasure chest of gold. Most people build their livelihood and income from working for an hour getting paid for that hour. Some people get paid $8 an hour. In other countries, some people get paid $2 a week. In the United States, you may be making $15, $17 an hour. You may be making $30 an hour. You may make $100 an hour. Even $100 an hour does not measure up to residual income. Residual income is freedom level income when you build it out. It allows time. It allows choice. You can buy your time back. You will have choice like never before. So, what would you do with your life if money did not control it? Money's a pain in all of our butts. It is. Every one of us. You don't want to focus on it. It's not fun to focus on because most of the time you're focusing on it, it's not for the reasons that you would. And when you have enough, you don't focus on it. Residual income keeps pouring in. That means for some of you, you're going to make $20,000 a month. And maybe you'll have a month where you spend 10 or 15 or even 20 of it, knowing the very next month you're going to make another 20. Now, I don't advise you spend all of it, but everybody has to splurge every once in a while. If you've made 10 months of 20,000 a month or 30,000 a month, then you know it's probably going to keep on coming. Let yourself go wild for once in your life. Imagine what your life could look like if you weren't limited financially. Would you pay your bills off early? Good luck with that. Bill and I have traveled so much, tried to pay our electricity bill 3 and 4 months ahead of time. At our last house, we paid electricity bills that were over $1,100 a month and wanted to pay for that 3 to 4 months ahead of time. They didn't even know what to do with it. They sent it all back. They said, we do not have a protocol for this. It's a reality. That brought a clarity to me of how important my assignment on this planet is to break open the minds of those that have been limited by these are your choices. This is what you have to do. This is what your family has to endure. Those are lies. When you build residual income and a network marketing business, the way we're going to train you, be teachable and trainable. Annie said it tonight. It's one of the reasons why she's knocking on the door of her next rank, you guys, VP. Be teachable and trainable. And Bill and I will show you how to build a marketing team. This is very rarely taught. There's 3 components that build revenue in your super patch business. The 3 revenues are customers. They purchase super patches, revenue, sales. It's great for whatever reason. Either they weren't introduced to the business or the financial opportunity or the financial windfall we all sit in front of or the opportunity at a financial firewall of protection, or they chose to not even take part in it. And that's okay. Either way, we love them. It may change over time, but they're still building your business and other people's revenues as well. We'd love for them to do it. By the way, if a customer sends you referrals, once you hit 300, 400, 500, 600 in referrals from them, please go back to them and ask them how often they go to the grocery store, get in their car, drop 600 brand new $100, 6 brand new $100 bills on the ground and just leave it there. They'll look at you like you're crazy. And that's when you can say, well, you did it last month. And let me show you. And then their mind will be open to what they're sitting on at the next level. So customers create revenue. A sales force creates revenue. What does she mean by that? A sales force are your very hyper-focused product technology. You wouldn't know that there was anything else that existed in this company because they're so excited about patching everybody up, letting them know about the technology, changing their quality of life. But for whatever reason, they're not talking about the financial opportunity. And I've heard this over and over again. And people say, well, I don't want people to think I'm about the money. Maybe they want you to be about the money because last night they were praying for a financial opportunity. If you leave part of the all on picture to what we have two products, a technology and a financial opportunity. There's 13 iterations of the technology. There are multiple iterations of the financial opportunity in our co-op marketing program, in our network marketing arm and compensation plan, right? So why leave that on the table? Your marketing team are going to be your elite forces. They're your elite forces. They are your front line. They're here because they understand residual or they want residual. They're here because they love the industry or they want to become a professional in the industry. They're here because they're excited for the financial opportunity and the technology, and they want to make sure everybody else gets the information they need to make the best choice for them and their family. That marketing team is your voice. That marketing team is your billboard for everything we have to offer. That marketing team is probably here for the bigger incomes, for the longer haul, whereas your sales force may be okay with $500, 1,000, 2, 3,000 a month. Your marketing team is here for what they've heard the industry provides, that generational wealth or ability to replace your income, for the time and choice to be gained back, to have more time with your family, right? So does everybody understand marketing team, sales force, customers? Yes. Those are your revenue sources. That's what you're building. A residual income is built through all three of those tiers, but you're looking for a marketing team. So, in order for you to find a marketing team, what did you need to do tonight with the Super Zoom? I gave you all an hour of my life, an hour I will never get back with my husband and my son. Why? Because I believe in what we're doing. Why? Because it's a great example to my son. Why? Because it gives purpose to life beyond my family. And you've got to be able to give in life fully to be fulfilled. That's where what Annie said, I think Annie said it, and I've said it, the more you have, the more you have to give. How many of you had a guest on tonight? Raise your hand. Or you know what? Give me a fist pump or a star. Fist pump or a star. Fist pump or a star in the chat. Give me a fist pump or a star if you had a guest on tonight's Super Zoom. That's the key. You being on the Super Zooms, you're training, you're hearing the bullet points, you're also supporting a team, you're showing the community, you're sharing your testimonies. But if you don't have guests on, you're not growing. Revenue generating actions. What are they? Are they making a list? That's part of it. Is it making a spreadsheet? No, I've never made a spreadsheet, but I've made six figures a month in this industry. Not one time have I made a spreadsheet. Now, some of you that are really type A or you're used to it in your business and that's what you've got to have, listen, do what you got to do, but do it quick. And then go to the income revenue generating actions. So tonight, if you had a guest on, give yourself a pat on the back because you're doing what you need to be doing to set the example, to set the pace, to create your residual income, to change your family's financial future, to have a story that will inspire and build belief in others. Now, every one of you, how many of you, and tell the truth, give me a heart in the chat. I want everybody active with me. How many of you, give me a heart in the chat, have watched this brand new compensation plan video? Give me a heart. Awesome. I know those of you that were in Tucson were at a training and you watched the Super Patch compensation plan video, but too many people haven't. For me to drive home the power of residual income, because with our compensation plan, as you rank up, just in one bonus alone, you can earn almost $200,000 just by ranking up. So tonight we're going to take a break. I want everybody to pay attention, no distractions, unless it's an emergency. Do I have your commitment that you are going to give yourself, not me, to watch this compensation plan right now? Kurt says, thumbs up. Absolutely. I'm seeing a lot of you raise your hands. Let's get started with the compensation plan tonight. You're not going to want to miss the rest of tonight's training. So we'll continue right after the compensation plan. Get your pen and paper and get ready to take any notes that you have.
Welcome to this short video on the Super Patch compensation plan. How do we get paid? The information we'll go through today together is all found on this one-page compensation plan at a glance. You should have this printed out next to you to go along and follow along this quick video. There's a lot of information packed into one page. We are going to dissect it section by section. First way to get paid is on retail commissions based on the suggested retail price. So if you go gather a bunch of customers, every time they order, you'll receive 25% commission on whatever price they've paid. On their first order, they have 25% discount. So they don't pay 60, they pay 45. And therefore you earn 25% commission on the 45 they pay for their first order. And every order after that, when they pay full retail price at $60, you earn 25% on the $60 every single time they order. And that is represented right here in the one-pager comp plan. Next, we have the level bonus. This is calculated on the business volume, or BV. So when you start building a team of associates, through your first 5 levels, there's a level bonus of 4%. No matter where the associates are, no matter where the volume's coming from, you will get paid 4% on your first 5 levels. That is represented right here in the one-pager compensation plan at a glance. And you can see, depending on your rank, you will unlock more and more levels of depth. Next, we have the enroller bonus, which is also calculated based on the business volume, or BV. So when you personally enrolled an associate, you have what we call the enroller 1 bonus, which, depending on your rank, can be either 6% or 11%. Because you personally enrolled this associate, you have the enroller bonus of 6 or 11% based on your rank. And when they enroll their personal associates, you are now paid the enroller 2 bonus, which is 6%. And this is represented right here in the compensation plan at a glance one-pager. Those 2 lines both include the 4% level bonus and the enroller bonus that can vary from 6 to 11% on the first level and is constant at 6% on the second level. Next, we have the fast start bonus. The first is the hack trick. In order to unlock the hat trick bonus, you need to enroll your first 3 associates within your first 30 days. The second you do this, you unlock the hat trick bonus, which gives you an extra $200. On top of the enroller bonus, on top of the level bonus, you're getting an extra $200 when you enroll your first 3 associate within your first 30 days. Then the second fast start bonus is called the All-Star. That's when you help your 3 personally enrolled associates enroll their 3 personally enrolled associates within their first 30 days. You have 60 days to achieve this, and that will unlock the All-Star bonus of $400. These two bonuses are both time sensitive. 30 days for the hat trick bonus and 60 days for the All-Star bonus, all from your date of enrollment. There's a third bonus that you can earn every single month for the exact same action of helping 3 new associates get started in the same calendar month. You can earn the driver bonus month after month every time you enroll 3 new associates in the same calendar month, and that pays you an extra $200. So altogether, there is up to $800 for grabs with the fast start bonuses and the driver bonus. And all these bonuses are represented right here in the compensation plan at a glance one pager. Next, we have new associate registration. When you personally enroll someone on any of those 5 launch kits, there's 2 types of volumes that will be accounted for in the back office. There's QV, which is used for your rank qualification. And when you personally enroll someone on the 299 kit, that's worth 260 points of QV. On the 549 kit, that's worth 499. On the 699 kit, it is worth 649 points. And on the 999 kit, it is worth 949 points. And lastly, on the $1,999 kit, that is worth 1,949 points. Why? Because there's no points allocated to the $50 membership fee. Next, we have the BV volume, the bonus volume, which is what we're actually getting paid commissions on. You can see 208, 375, 520, 760, and 1,559. That's the volume we use to calculate the commissions. So when you look at the base level bonus of 4%, you're looking at $8.32 for the $299 kit, $15 for the $549 kit, $20.80 for the $699 kit, $30.40 for the $999 kit, and $62.36 for the $1,999 kit. But that's not it. That's just the base 4% level bonus. Now, because you personally enroll them, depending on your rank, you either have 6%, which is represented in dollar terms here, or 11% because you're a team leader and above, which is represented right here in dollar terms. You also have an extra bonus that starts at the $549 kit of $50, $75, $100, up to $117 for the $1,999 kit. So when you total that up, those are the different amounts that you can earn when you personally enroll someone. When you enroll someone on the $299 kit, depending on your rank, you're either going to make $20.80 or $31.20. On the $549 kit, you're either going to make $87.50 or $106.25. When you personally enroll someone on the $699 kit, you're either making $127 or $153. On the $999 kit, you either make $176 or $204. And when you personally enroll someone on the $1,999 kit, depending on your rank, you either make $272.90 or $350.85. And this is represented here by those percentage right here because that's how they're calculated based on the BV and based on your rank. Next, we have the Smart Ship. In order for you to be active and have access to your commissions, you need to be on a personal Smart Ship of at least 2 packs of patches, which is $90. Remember, we as associates have 25% discount on every single patch that we purchase for life. And when you have 3 associates on your first level that are also on their $90 Smart Ship order, minimum of $90 or more, then you have access to the Super Builder bonus, which means that the company will give you 2 extra packs of patches for free, which means that for $90, you end up with 4 packs of patches. The company basically gives you samples for free every single month as long as you're on your Smart Ship and there's 3 people on your first level that are also on their Smart Ship. And that is represented right here in the compensation plan at a glance. Next, we have the qualifications in order to go up in rank. First, to go senior associate, you need certain qualified legs. You need 2 legs at associate. So you need, on your first level, 2 associates. Also, you need team group volume of 540 or more. That is QV, the qualifying volume. That's all the volume from your customers and your associates and all of their customers all added together. And when all of those qualifications are met, you are now a senior associate. What do you need to go team leader? In order for you to go team leader, you need 2 legs that are senior associates. As an example, you're here. You have 1 leg that's considered senior associate. You have another leg here that's associate. And there's another leg where it's not on your first level, it's on your second level. It's not even personally enrolled by you, and that's completely fine. As long as you have someone somewhere in 2 separate legs that are senior associate, you're fine. Next, you need the team group volume of 3,000 or more. That's the team qualifying volume. And then you would be qualified as a brand new team leader. Next, to go director, you need 2 legs at team leader. Again, it could be personally enrolled, or it could be through your downline organization. It doesn't matter whether it's personally enrolled or not, as long as you have 2 legs that have somewhere, somehow, a team leader or above, and you have 11,000 or more of team qualifying volume, you now are a director. Next, to go managing director, what you need is 3 legs. This is the first time where the minimum requirement is 3 legs. You need 1 leg that is team leader or above, and 2 different legs that are director or above. So in this example, you have 1 personally enrolled over here. You have 1 personally enrolled over there. And somewhere on your 3rd leg, there's another director. So in that scenario, you have your director leg on the right, your team leader leg on the left, and your second director leg in the middle. As long as you have 33,000 in volume or more, you have reached the rank of MD. When you reach the rank of managing director, this is where you now enjoy a full-time income with SuperPatch. And you can find all the qualifying leg requirements in this section right here. And in this section, you can find the group qualifying volume necessary to hit any rank you so desire. For vice president, you need 99,000 in volume and 1 managing director leg. For regional vice president, you need 270,000 in volume, 1 managing director leg, and 1 vice president leg. And in order to hit national vice president, you need 800,000 in volume, 2 VP legs, and 1 regional vice president leg. When you hit those ranks, you have rank advancement bonuses. You can find that information right here in the compensation plan at a glance. There's also a time limit for you to unlock this bonus. So for team leader, it's a $100 rank advancement bonus. You have up to 3 months from your enrollment date to qualify for this bonus. And it's paid over 1 payment. For director, it's a $150 bonus. You have up to 5 months from the day you enroll, and it's paid over 1 payment as well. For managing director, we're talking about $500 for rank advancement bonus, and you have up to 9 months to achieve it, and it's also paid over 1 payment. For vice president, it's a $2,000 rank advancement bonus. You have 12 months to achieve this bonus, and you need to qualify as a vice president for 3 consecutive months to receive your $2,000 rank advancement bonus for vice president. And when you do, it is paid in 2 payments, so over 2 months. For regional vice president, you have 18 months to achieve this to get the $5,000 rank advancement bonus. Again, like vice president, you do need to qualify for this rank for 3 consecutive months to unlock the $5,000 bonus. And once you do, it is paid over 2 payments over 2 months. And at national vice president, it's a $10,000 rank advancement bonus. You have up to 2 years to achieve this. Again, you need to maintain your national vice president rank for 3 consecutive months, and a $10,000 bonus is paid in 2 payments over 2 months. And then you can see the bonus for president of $50,000 and global president of $100,000 just as a rank advancement bonus. That's over $167,000 worth of rank advancement bonuses up for grabs, and however fast or slow you unlock them is totally up to you. Next, we have the infinity bonus level, which is represented right here in the compensation plan at a glance. You unlock this bonus at managing director, and it is 2% on all the levels until you reach the next managing director. And once you reach the next managing director, your 2% infinity bonus continues on the 5 levels after this managing director. And then, of course, this person who qualifies for the same bonus as you, then that person gets paid that bonus moving forward. In any legs that you have, you will have access to this bonus as long as you're qualified managing director or above. Next, we have the generation bonus, which is represented right here. You unlock this at vice president. So at managing director, it's called the infinity bonus. As soon as you hit vice president, the 2% now becomes 3%, and you get paid this 3% generation bonus all the way to your next vice president. When you hit one vice president, that's your first generation. And as a vice president, you have 2 generations of vice presidents. When you become RVP, regional vice president, you then unlock the 3rd generation of vice presidents. So this really ensures that we get paid as deep as possible in our organizations. Next, we have the executive super bonus. This is represented right here in the compensation plan at a glance, and it's an extra percentage on your whole organization BV volume. So no matter what amount of volume you have, whether you have 500,000, 800,000, 2 million in BV, you have, depending on your rank, 1% at vice president, 1.5% at regional vice president, and 2% onwards at national vice president, president, and global president. This is a small percentage that represents a big number on your commission check because it's based on your whole team volume. And next, we have the CEO bonus. This is represented right here in your compensation plan at a glance, and this is an extra bonus on top of all the other commissions that we already talked about, directly added to your monthly check. When you become a president, there's an extra 10,000 monthly that you receive, and when you reach global president, there's an extra 20,000 every single month that you are a global president. This is just added on top of everything. Next, we have the global leadership pools, which you can find right over here in the compensation plan at a glance page. You start your participation in that global leadership pool at national vice president. And this is a share of 1% of all the sales, all the BV accumulated by the whole company globally. This has nothing to do with only your team or your organization. It's every single patch sold throughout the whole year in the whole world. There's 1% of all of that put into a pool that is split between the NVPs, the presidents, and the global presidents. And then that very last line for global presidents, there's an extra 1% on all of the organization. That's on top of everything that we talked about. And that's it for the compensation plan.
All right. He said, and that's it. As if that's not humongous. That is a supercharged compensation plan. For those of you that have been in network marketing, you probably haven't seen anything like it. Add the co-op marketing CapEx program, and you're talking light years ahead of any other compensation plan in our industry. So the question here for all of you is, how many of you have made sure that your associates have seen the Super Patch compensation plan video. If you've seen it yourself, know that after your associates get their position, their kit, get their smart ship in place, then you give them superlikeneverbefore.com/launch. In that launch page, there is this video. It's one of the key items that is there for somebody launching their business to be informed and clear and ready to go. Our checklist, our laundry list that comes up first, get you integrated with the community on WhatsApp, the edification from the testimonies on Facebook, all of the video tools that you have for follow-ups and drip campaigns on YouTube, and the trainings twice a week, Wednesday and Sunday nights. And as they file through that launch, they get more information like tonight's compensation plan video, a downloadable visual version, if that's what they want to use, to put it up on the wall, whatever they're going to do. But you've got everything you need on that launch for 6 words, a call to action that have made Bill and I millions. This is what you do next. If you know that and you're clear and concise and professional, then other people are going to trust that you know what you're doing, that you know what to do next, that you know how to get them to their financial goals as well. So, the more precise you make it, the more streamlined you make it, the simpler you make it, the more duplicatable it is, and the faster you can move. If you don't stop, give a lot of convincing or a lot of explanation, or try to give that new person all the information you've learned because you're so excited about it, it's not the time over time. They will learn from you. The time at the beginning is to keep it streamlined. People have 2 jobs and not enough time with their children or their family. Make sure that you show them that this can work into any schedule. Success loves speed. The faster you move, the faster you're going to have success financially. The faster you move, the more retention you will have. Has anybody talked to you about that? The slower you go, the more people get tired or frustrated or don't think it's going to work. The more complicated you make it, people that are confused do nothing. That slowdown will cause people to look around. There's a new shiny dime over here, or maybe this company will work or that company will work. We do them a disservice with the biggest opportunity of our industry if we do not streamline what we give them. Stay professional in the steps that we take with them and keep it duplicatable. So, success loves speed. After you give somebody the superlikeneverbefore.com/launch, you follow up the next day. You talk to them about their list. Start with network marketers, people that have owned businesses that are hungry financially, that look for more financial options in their portfolio. Those are the groups that you want to start with. And you ask them who are the first 5 people on their list, and you help them do a quick 5-minute call. I can teach anybody with 1 hour a day how to build a multi-million-dollar business, but you better do it every day. There's no one day off. with 1 hour a day. It better be 7 days a week, and you better be laser focused and precise. I'm going to give you an example of it, you guys. 60 minutes. You break down the first 40 minutes into 4 or 8 people, either 5 minute calls or 10-minute calls, inviting them to get in front of the information. How do you do that? Streamlined. Jackie, you're not going to believe it. You know, Bill and I, we just happen to know some people. And listen, eventually, blind squirrels are going to find a nut, or you can only scratch off so many lottery tickets for so long before you scratch off a winner. And I'm pinching myself. Bill and I were introduced to the engineer of the next biggest technology of our lifetime. And he invited us to be a part of this company's growth. They're going to multi-billions, and we can be a part of profit sharing. And be quiet. The art of silence. There's the art of war, the art of the deal. There's the art of silence. You're quiet. They should ask you, well, what is it? Or how do I get information? Or can I be introduced to them? Or can I be a part of this? Whatever it may be, it's always your answer to say, great question, or that's the perfect question. I'm going to send you a link tonight. There's a 35 minute overview on the company, how you can participate in profit share. Literally, your financial future could be brighter than ever. After the Zoom, we're going to jump on the phone together. I've only got 3 VIP seats. You're going to get one. I want to make sure you're confirmed. Otherwise, I'm going to give that seat to somebody else. Listen, I've got to run. I'll talk to you after the Zoom. That wasn't even 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So your first 40 minutes of 60 minutes is with 4 to 8 people. 5 minute a call. 5 minutes a call is 8 people. Then your next 10 minutes is following up with drip campaigns or follow ups. Somebody was on a super Zoom last night. You know they're an athlete. Send them an athletic blurb promoting, giving an influencer's feedback or testimony, or somebody in the world of health and wellness. Give them something, drip on them. That's that 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes is spent for you to bring yourself up to speed on your business. Go in your back office, learn a little more. Look at the compensation plan video again. Increase your list to invite to the Super Zoom that night. People aren't going to do what you're not willing to do. That last 10 minutes has to be revenue generating activities. But all of what I gave you is that 1 hour, 7 days a week, over months, will yield you $1 million a year income over the next several years. It could be faster, could be slower. I don't know how many people you're inviting every night, but everybody should be inviting to the Super Zoom every night, no less than 5 people. And those people that didn't show up, you go back and invite them again. And those people that didn't show up, you go back and invite them again. And some of you think, well, my friends will never speak to me. They're never going to speak to you again because you're offering them an additional $1 million a year income. No, they're not going to talk to you again if they feel like you're trying to sell them something. Because when you're trying to sell them something, that's taking money out of their pocket. When you're gifting them a financial windfall opportunity like the Super Patch Company, they're never going to say no. They're never going to be upset with you. Keep your conversations high level. You don't need to talk about patches. Back it up with the technology and don't go into anything. Let me or another expert do the heavy lifting for you. That keeps this streamlined, duplicatable. Not all of you are going to want to be speakers or presenters. Some of you can't wait, and you will be. But no matter who you are, everybody can plug into the Super Zooms. The day one launch, everybody should have received it. I mentioned it already. I'm not going to go into it, But it is superlikeneverbefore.com/launch. Literally, after somebody becomes an associate, gets their kit, activates their smart ship and their website, the very next thing. So within 5 minutes, they've received superlikeneverbefore.com/launch. And you're not having to train them. That website will show them this is what you do next. Those words, this is what you do next. Take a look at this, and it will walk you through, and we will get scheduled for tomorrow to touch base. What's better for you, tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening? Schedule that follow up. Be professional. That's never being pushy. That always makes people more comfortable. Okay. Now, this is what the day one launch first slide will look like to them. I'm not going into this either. If you haven't seen it, you can take a picture, but it is a laundry list. It is a grocery list. It is a checklist for somebody to be plugged in to every facet of this company. Information, updates, community. They're connected by heart, mind, everything with this checklist. This is also on the launch. It's the super simple 1, 2, 3, easy to go through. Rank advancements. Take a picture if you're a brand new associate. I'm not going to go through this tonight, but I want you to know if you're a brand new associate, that's the first rank. Next rank up, first rank for you to achieve after becoming an associate is senior associate. And then you can see team leader, director, and managing director. Any questions that you have on this slide, please ask the person that brought you in to the company, that you got a position in the company with. Listen to some of my verbiage, you guys. I don't say things like sponsor, and I very rarely say enroll. I ask people, are you ready to get a position in the company and start profit sharing? Okay. These are upper level ways of sharing with somebody in a very comfortable way for them, because it's not so foreign. When you say enroll or sponsor, you've never gotten a position in a company where somebody's saying, I'm going to sponsor you to be a, manager. They don't say that. So we say things like we do because we want to paint a big picture. We want people to be serious about their business, be professional. Make sense? Good, 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 good. This is just a sneak peek at your back office, you guys. It charts where you are, what your next rank is, shows you easily right here how far you have to go and the requirements that you've met or what you still need. We'll do more training on that with Bill coming up soon. Take a picture of this slide. It's your super patch duplication strategy. This is one I definitely want you to have because it gives you 4 steps to success. Knowing the driver bonus is get 3 every month. You get $200 for getting 3. Brand new associates getting their position in the company. They're connected to your name. You're going to earn 200. Sometimes Jay, about every other month, it seems like, doubles that bonus. That driver bonus can be 400. So be looking for that. Second step is your first 60 days in the company with a position in the company. You can earn two bonuses, the hat trick bonus, the all-star bonus. That also yields you the 3 get 200, but that's in addition. You will get both. You will get both. Okay. So during the first 60 days, you get 3 each month. Your first 60 days, you'll get 400 in bonus there, and you'll get 600 in bonus here. Rank advance this month and help your 3 rank up this month. If you rank advance, maybe you're building a lot of customers or you have a sales force. you're going to start finding that you're going to have to work a lot harder than me. You're going to have to pour in a lot more. I have a marketing team. Many of you have a marketing team. When you rank advance and help your marketing team or your sales force rank up, you're going to have retention in your business. Customers have 2 or 3 jobs, not enough time with their kids. They're barely going to tell anybody. And when they do, they don't earn a commission. So the incentive isn't the same. A sales force, or especially your marketing team, maybe some want to go full time professional network marketers, make it a career like Bill and I, like Annie, then you're going to want to make sure that you help them rank up. It shows support, it shows the community, it shows that them that you get checks, it builds belief, right? It creates retention. When somebody's making 1,000 a month here at the Super Patch Company, all they have to do is a little more of what they've already done, and they can make 2,000 a month, right? That's how it works. And that applies whether it's 10 or 20 or 30,000 a month too. Number 4, teach your 3 that you're helping to rank up this month to see their rank status in their back office. Everyone's got to know how to get to the next rank. And that's here. This is the back office area that we're talking about. Okay. Now, great things come to those who make shit happen. And I'm just being real. I'm being really real. Some people want to get a position in the company and get lucky. And believe it or not, some people are going to get a little lucky and blow some of you away. Do not let that distract you. Don't go, that's not fair. We're not in kindergarten. Let it happen. Let it be. Like John Lennon said, let it be. Right? So instead, know this. Sometimes in life, the majority of time, you got to make it happen. I believe God gives us opportunity all throughout our life, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Sometimes it's meant to be a certain kind of challenge for all of us to grow and be all that we can be, right? So you got to believe that this can happen for you. If you believe it can or you believe it can't, you're going to be right. Did you hear what I just said? If you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're going to be right. And if you're stuck in what seems like a cycle or a whirlpool, look back 5 years. How much has your life changed for the better? What are you going to do to change it? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So now, without Super Patch, how many of you have an opportunity to get a $10,000 a month raise in the next year? What about a $20,000 a month raise in the next year? What about even a $1,000 a month raise in the next year? Some people hope they get $3 raise in the next year. You will not keep up with inflation. That will not happen. If that's what you're doing, that is why no wealth has ever been created with a job. It's a reality. You got to have residual and you got to make it happen, you guys. Force yourself to get uncomfortable. It's being comfortable, being uncomfortably comfortable, that gets a lot of people to 80 with nothing to show for it. Maybe living off of 40% of what you couldn't afford to live off before you retired. You've got a choice tonight. You've got an opportunity in front of you to change things so dramatically you won't even recognize your life for the better in the next year. You literally could travel 12 days, 12 months out of the year and grow your business. Think about that. What do you want out of life? What have you put off on the back burner? What did maybe you even give up on and say, that's never going to happen for me? Stop that. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to challenge you to dream bigger, to believe in yourself the way I believe in you. Because I was a little girl in Waco, Texas, whose family lost everything and a lot of tragedy had hit. We literally had to start over. And I watched my life and my vision for my life over years and years of starting from ground floor. What other people thought was never going to amount to anything, I turned into with my husband a dream life. In 2009, we were destroyed by that economy. We had an aviation company that would have taken care of the next three generations, but we were hit with a wall. We hit our teeth so hard it felt like it knocked them all out of my mouth. I was disoriented. But what I did know is we weren't going to replace that income by going backwards with something that didn't work out so well for us to begin with. My husband, I was going to do anything to keep him from going back to corporate America, being stressed out, gaining weight, maybe dying early from a heart attack. So we were in the right place at the right time. God, opportunity, was it easy? No. These guys started talking business to us and we had our ear out. They were making over 100,000 a month. And I said, "What do you do?" They said network marketing. I wanted to run out of the room. I couldn't believe it. But we got uncomfortable. And then we decided to throw our hat into the ring and go, you know what? Maybe we're here for a reason. Maybe this is more than about us. Maybe this income is our opportunity to change the lives of our friends that we grew up with, that were never able to have the life that we've created for our family. Maybe we get to pay it forward because they weren't in aviation, couldn't do what my husband did. But now we can give them something to travel with their children, to be home together, to have more time and more choice. And that is exactly what we did. And that's exactly why I fell in love with this industry. And that's exactly why I will never look back. I've never been more honored at making an income in my life. I love network marketing. And I love all of you because it doesn't happen with any one of us. I am a powerhouse. I'm going to own it. I'm a superpower. Annie said Bill and Cynthia are a superpower. Jay Dollywell's a superpower. A lot of you are superpowers, but I'm going to tell you this. It makes no difference if I'm standing at the party alone. This is about me paying it forward. This is where the joy and the gratification and the fulfillment come from. I've been given a great assignment, and I hope every day that I own up to it. I stand up, I step up to the plate, and I make a difference in each one of your lives. Thank you for all that you do. You guys, we're just getting started. If you are having fun now, if you see the big picture now, if your dreams are starting to pop open now, and you can see something bigger and better in your future financially, your quality of life now, then I'm going to tell you, you're sitting exactly where you need to be, and we're just getting started. The life in front of you is a life like never before. You guys, thank you so much for joining for tonight's training. We appreciate you all so much. Thank you for all that you do. Have an incredible wrap up to the month. Don't stop now. Paddle down, you guys. Get everybody ranked up. We got a lot of celebrating to do to close out the month and to go into March. You guys, let's make it the best summer ever by working hard now, by having fun now. And whatever you guys do, have a super rest of your evening because life is precious and time is priceless and you don't get it back. But with residual, you can. Take care, everybody.